Welcome back to Big Hearts and Small Farms. This is a collection of chefs who are trying to support some of our small farms around the country, just as you can in your communities. This week we have Farmer Lee Jones once again, who has Chef's Garden in Huron, Ohio. And we have Andy Peterson from Peterson Craftsman's Meats up in Wisconsin, who supplied our protein. Part of the proceeds for this is to go to Heart of the House Foundation, an extraordinary cause, so we appreciate your help there. My four colleagues who are preparing their dinners right now, Gavin Kaysen in Minneapolis, Ashley Christensen in Raleigh, North Carolina, Eduardo Jordan in Seattle, and a great friend, Grant Atkins in Chicago. So here we go with our Memorial Day kickoff. Thank you. So today we're gonna learn how to pickle some cucumbers from Farmer Lee, make a beautiful potato salad, pan roast some summer squash, and make a very special hamburger from a very special friend at a very special time. It's called the Spanglish Burger. It's a little bit of a twist on a sandwich that I made for the movie Spanglish with Adam Sandler. James L. Brooks, a great friend of mine, challenged me to make a over-the-top sandwich, which we did. And now it's going to be even more over the top with the addition of a hamburger. So let's get started here. We're going to make some pickles, something that you don't have to do, but Farmer Lee has some great cucumbers, some miniature cucumbers here, and then some larger cucumbers. In the jar, we have our mustard seed or coriander seed and our dill seed. In the larger cucumbers here, I put some shallots and then some sliced garlic as well. Same thing in here, we have the same dried mixtures, garlic, but I've used some of Farmer Lee's little pearl onions here that he sent me, which are quite lovely as well. So we have that. What I like to do is I like to take a fork and just prick them. This helps the pickling liquid to penetrate a little faster. Let's put that in there. And then we have our liquids, which is water, vinegar, and sugar. We're gonna heat up our liquid, just get it to a light boil, and then we're gonna pour it directly over our cucumbers. I always want to be careful, so I have a moistened towel here, which I'm gonna set down, just in case something spills or I become a little bit excited with my pickling liquid. Now, cookware is very important. This, as you can see, has a rolled edge, which makes it very easy to pour from. If it's a straight edge, don't do it. Try to get a funnel or do it in a sink so that when you spill it, because you will spill it with a straight edge, you want to make sure that you're very careful with that. The rolled edge allows me to pour it right over it, a nice stream. Okay, just about enough. And we'll let them pickle for a week or a day. Now we're gonna move right into a potato salad. We're gonna make mayonnaise for our potato salad, but this is something you don't have to do. Again, like you don't have to make the pickles. So we have 1 egg yolk in here and about half a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Again, I have it on a damp cloth sitting on my cutting board so that it keeps it from moving around. I have a little bit of rapeseed oil. Lightly stream in your oil while you're whisking. You can use 3 egg yolks, tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and make a lot of mayonnaise and just keep it in your refrigerator for future use. As I work this, I'm going to start to add a little bit of liquid. And that liquid is going to be in the form of some lemon juice and then some white wine vinegar as well. I'm going to introduce just a little bit of water to it. Thin it out. Continue to make that emulsification. Put a little lemon juice in it. A little white wine vinegar. And then go back to adding the oil. You can flavor your mayonnaise with anything you want as well. In other words, herbs, different kinds of vinegar if you like. Salt. Mayonnaise. These were beautiful potatoes in their jackets or in their skin. Put them in water, cover it by a couple inches, turn it on to a low simmer, and cook them until there is no resistance to the potato, okay? See? And then I peel them. Very easy to peel. When you're making potato salad, or if you're making puree of potatoes or mashed potatoes, always cook them in their jackets, because the potato will actually absorb the water and making it mushy. We have our potatoes here. It's about 1.5 pounds of potatoes, or around 800 grams. I've got about 75 grams of minced onion and 75 grams of minced celery branch as well. If you don't like celery, if you don't like onion, that's fine. You can change it with something up. Some people put capers in their potato salad. Some people like to put olives in their potato salad. So potato salad is really something that you should make to please yourself in the flavors. As I go through this, they're going to start to break up and become a little creamy. Okay. We'll start adding some mayonnaise. The amount of mayonnaise is up to you. You can add a little more mustard, which I like to do. A little tang. And a little bit of vinegar. I'm going to put a little red wine vinegar in this time. Potato salad's ready. We'll let it rest. We'll go on and start doing our hamburgers and our squash. We have our ground beef from Andy Peterson, Peterson's Craftsman's Meat up in Wisconsin. We have our Gold Bar squash here from Farmer Lee Jones. Some beautiful baby romaine from Farmer Lee's. You can make a salad with that as well. There's plenty of it in the box, so salad, but we're also going to use it for our hamburger. The one thing that we don't have at Farmer Lee's yet, because it's still too early, is tomatoes. So do your best at your local store buying tomatoes. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pan sear this, or pan roast this here today. But you know, for Memorial Day, it may be beautiful outside. You may want to go outside and grill your hamburgers and also grill your squash. I'm going to show you how to do it here inside today. Our squash, washed it. We're just going to go ahead and take that little head off there. We're going to split it in half, okay? So just holding it firmly so it doesn't move, keeping your fingers out of the way and just going down the center all the way through, okay? And then I'm going to score it. The reason I want to score it is so when I season it with the salt, once again, as I did with our pickles, in pricking it with the fork tines and penetrating with the fork tines, is it allows the season or the salt to go inside of the vegetable here. So just, all right, we've got that all set up there. We'll go ahead and take a little salt, and we're going to let it rain down on top of our vegetables, not right on top, but let the rain fall down, okay? A little bit of our grapeseed oil. We're gonna do a non-stick pan here. Okay. I've got my oven on, so I'm gonna sear them on top, then I'm gonna put them in the oven for probably 20 minutes to half an hour. Cooking is really all about what you like. I can teach you techniques, but I don't know what your flavors are, so you do what you like to do. Get those flavors that you like in there, okay? You can hear that already starting to sizzle. You can see I'm not really afraid. I'm not dropping it in. I'm just placing it in very lightly. Oh, that's working. I'm going to go ahead and season my beef. They're already patty formed, so you don't have to season them. I like to mix a little salt and pepper inside of the meat. I'll reshape them. Some salt. We got our salt. We got our pepper. Now, what is this all going to be when it's done? As I mentioned earlier, it's going to be a new interpretation of the Spanglish sandwich. What was the Spanglish sandwich and how did that happen? Jim Brooks and I became friends, and he decided he wanted to do a movie about a chef. And so I was fortunate enough to be able to work with him on the movie. He called me one night late in the evening and asked me to come up with a sandwich that was a perfect sandwich for a chef to have when he went home after service tonight. You can see how that's getting nice and caramelized there, right? So, as we do every night at the French Laundry, all the chefs sit around the table. We had a conversation about what would that sandwich be. We decided it was going to be a grilled cheese. Everybody loves grilled cheese. bacon, lettuce, and tomato, and a fried egg sandwich. We're gonna make that same sandwich now. We're gonna add a hamburger on it. Go ahead and mix up my hamburger here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven now. There we go. I'm gonna make it a little oblong like the old chop steak, because the sandwich shape is gonna be made with our pan de campagna. Beautiful smell, aroma. Nice fresh bread made this morning. Now, when I was in London several years ago, with a good friend of mine, we had a chance to go to Borough Market. And there was a gentleman there who made grilled cheese sandwiches. That's all he did. It was the best grilled cheese sandwich I ever had. And one of the things that I loved about it is that he used grated cheese. The grated cheese really inspired me. It cooks much more evenly. It releases its fat faster. This is actually now 4 sandwiches in one. Grilled cheese, BLT, fried egg, and a hamburger. Again, in a non-stick pan, low heat, low heat. And let that go really slowly, like you're making a grilled cheese sandwich. Because remember, it is supposed to be a grilled cheese sandwich. Got it on medium-high heat, so it gets hot. Just gonna put just a drop of oil in here. There is a lot of fat, as you can see, in this beautiful hamburger patty from our great friend Andy Peterson. I want to thank Gavin for introducing us to Andy, a small farmer in the Midwest who really needs our support. So Big Hearts and Small Farms, the 5 chefs that are doing these recipes for you, means a lot to us. We hope you support them in any way that you can. Certainly buying our boxes for your Memorial Day celebration is a great start. I've already cooked off our bacon, so our bacon portion of our BLT is ready to go. Now, the things that are going to be in your box is not everything that you've seen today. What'll be in your box is going to be the protein, whatever protein that you buy. There are 5 different cuts. I'm doing the hamburger, so I hope you buy those more than the others. What's going to be in your box is going to be your pickles, your cucumbers, your small, beautiful little spring onions, your lettuces. Those will be in your box. Okay, it's smoking. Again, just laying it in there, okay? See what we got here. I'm gonna set that there just to kind of show us where we are. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect, right? Not quite done. Go ahead and turn the fan on here, okay? It's gonna make a little noise, sorry. You can see that cheese starting to melt into the bread, right? Nice and low. Got a beautiful crust going on the bottom there. Go ahead and turn my hamburger now. Look at that. Nice crispy there on the outside. Turn the heat back up just for a minute more to get that side started. Okay, we have our little butter here for our egg. I always crack the egg into a bowl because if I get a piece of shell in it, then I can actually get it out. So always just being very cautious. Just moving that white back into the center there, okay? Egg is working. We'll turn that fire down. Eggs are meant to be cooked really gently, okay? Okay, we'll turn that off now, let that finish. We're almost ready here. Check on our squash again. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Beautiful. Okay, there goes my egg. Let that rest on the back. Again, very gently with the eggs. Always gently with the eggs. Hamburger. Look at that. I'm gonna let it rest there. Everything's ready to go. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we have our potato salad right here. I finished it with a little bit of tarragon leaves. I like the flavor of tarragon. And then a little bit pimenton pepper from Spain. First time ever. This has never been done before. The Spangler sandwich, grilled cheese, bacon, lettuce, and tomato, fried egg. You're the first to see it. Bacon. Who doesn't like bacon? Tomato. Is that looking good or what? Lettuce right from Chef's Garden. Our beautiful hamburger. Uh-oh, uh-oh. There you go, my friends. The new Spanglish burger. Happy birthday, Jim. Let's enjoy Memorial Day. Be thankful for all that we have and be safe. Now then, I guess you could put another piece of bread or another piece of toast on top of that if you wanted to and try to get it in your mouth. But to me, it just looks so lovely like that. Let me get a fork. How you doing, Adam? Here's your sandwich back. Look at that. Look at that.